Emily's life had always been a balancing act. From work pressures to the expectations of family and friends, anxiety had become a constant companion. Every day, it seemed like there was a new worry to obsess over, whether she was good enough, whether she was making the right choices, or whether people around her would judge her. This anxiety didn't just stay in her mind, it seeped into her body, leaving her feeling drained and disconnected from the people she loved. She tried everything to cope with the anxiety: talk therapy, medication, exercise, and even diet changes, but nothing seemed to make a lasting difference. The weight of her anxious thoughts was just too heavy to shake off. Emily was beginning to lose hope that she could ever feel truly at peace with herself. One afternoon, during one of her routine internet searches for ways to cope with her anxiety, Emily stumbled upon the concept of manifestation. It was the idea that you could shape your life by focusing on your desires, visualizing them, and truly believing they were possible. At first, she was skeptical. It sounded too simple, almost too good to be true. But something about it resonated with her. She felt drawn to the idea of using her mind to create a new reality, especially since she had already tried so many other methods. That night, Emily decided to give it a try. She set up a small meditation space in her room, lighting a candle and sitting cross-legged on her bed. She closed her eyes and started by focusing on her breath, slowly breathing in and out to center herself. The first few moments were hard, her mind raced with 100 different worries. But she reminded herself of her intention: to find peace, to calm her anxiety, and to feel in control of her emotions. Gradually, Emily shifted her focus to visualization. She pictured herself in a place where she felt completely at ease, a peaceful beach, where the sun was warm and the sound of the waves was soothing. She imagined herself standing there, feeling a deep sense of calm and confidence. In her visualization, she was no longer overwhelmed by fear or doubt. She was smiling, walking freely along the shoreline, and radiating self-assurance. She allowed herself to feel the emotions of this moment: the freedom, the lightness, the joy of simply being herself. As she practiced daily, Emily started to incorporate more details into her visualization. She would picture herself walking into meetings with ease, having conversations without fear of judgment, and facing challenges with a calm demeanor. With each meditation session, she visualized herself confidently handling every aspect of her life with grace and assurance. The more she meditated, the more vividly she could imagine herself living this new reality. At first, the results weren't immediate. Emily would sometimes slip back into old habits of overthinking and doubting herself. But she stuck with it. Each morning, she made time for her meditation, creating space for her mind to calm and her vision of peace and confidence to grow. Over time, the shifts became more noticeable. Her heart no longer raced at the thought of difficult situations. Instead of succumbing to panic, she would take a deep breath, calm her mind, and proceed with confidence. Her anxiety slowly decreased. Emily no longer felt the constant pressure in her chest or the mental fog that used to cloud her decisions. The feelings of overwhelm had faded into the background as her sense of peace grew stronger. She began to trust herself more, both in her personal and professional life. Her relationships improved as well. She was able to engage with others from a place of calmness rather than fear, which helped her build stronger, more authentic connections. A few months into her daily practice, Emily realized how much she had changed. She had manifested a new version of herself, one that was in control of her emotions and no longer defined by anxiety. She felt empowered, and her life began to reflect that. Opportunities started opening up for her, and she had the confidence to say yes to them without second-guessing herself. Her career progressed, and she started pursuing passions she had once been too afraid to explore. One day, as Emily looked back at the journey she had taken, she was amazed at how far she had come. What had once seemed like an impossible struggle had now transformed into something she could manage. Meditation had not only helped her overcome her anxiety, but it had also been the tool that allowed her to manifest the life she had always wanted, a life full of peace, confidence, and control over her emotions. In the end, Emily realized that manifestation wasn't just about creating material success or achieving external goals. It was about manifesting inner peace, self-love, and the ability to transform her mindset. With the power of daily meditation and visualization, she had created a life where anxiety no longer ruled her, and she felt truly in charge of her own story.